So yeah, I'll be back to that if Kite May shows up, but until then, we're gonna do some Del Saber runs. If you're not familiar with these, all we do is we go in this room and clear out the first room. Not clear it out, but we kill all the Del Sabers in here. And then we quit and repeat. Two. I'm trying to stuff my face. That's like why I'm not keeping tally on the text. These loading screens are a good time to stuff your face. I mean, they just started, but you know, technically we're still well before we should be getting it. So, you know, if we got it, it'd be nice. But I think we're probably at the halfway point or so, or close to it. Because I remember Cy Myco did the math of like what I have like on the text screen, and I was at like 1609 at the time, but that was before the over 500 I killed yesterday. Probably somewhere, yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping today or tomorrow I get it. And today, I got like 2 levels yesterday. Was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. I got a lot of levels yesterday. So I'm hoping today or tomorrow, and I'm just gonna like hopefully do only this if my mind can handle the repetition of it, the lack of challenge of it. But I'll probably throw in some ball op runs as well. Keep my brain active, you know? Kind of turn my brain off on this. I was gonna play PSU today. I played like a little bit earlier, but I don't know where Kite May is. But I play with Kite May. So I did like a mission tree or whatever, and like solo. Got to the end of it, and like it gave me a quest that's like mid-flick level 180 or whatever, and I'm only like level like 39, 38. I only played it for like 30 minutes, so I started streaming like later than I normally do. I had some plans this morning. I've been having like this like reoccurring like stomach intestinal issues, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying to like figure those out, so I keep like having like tests done and having appointments and like whatnot. Nah, it's all good. It's more than likely just a food allergy that like we'll have like a hard time like tracking down. The TLDR is that I like 100% have a gluten allergy, like without a doubt. Okay, it's not confirmed whether it's celiac or just like a gluten like allergy, and yes, those are 2 wildly different things. If you know anything about food allergies, is like they mess up like the lining inside of your intestines, like the protective lining, and more than likely, like that is like just like very diminished right now for me, and it'll heal and everything. I just have to like be careful with it, like, you know, like be extra nice to it. So now I have to cut out dairy and corn, which I may or may not have an allergy to. But even if you don't have an allergy, like those two foods are not like the nicest foods, like on your intestine. And because like my intestine's like weak from the gluten allergy, I probably can't handle those at all right now. So yeah, I have to cut out dairy and corn on top of gluten for 2 weeks to see if I notice any improvement. If the improvement happens, then I have to cut it out for 3 months. And after that, I should be able to go back to eating dairy and corn and have like 0 issues as long as I stay away from gluten. Gluten is not good for me. Yeah, they're really confused. They do this like this test, like where they test these like antibodies that are like proteins, whatever you want to call them, that are like inside of you that are specifically there to like break down gluten, so you can like digest it and everything. And people with celiac, like the normal range is like it's like 110 to like 220 or whatever. I was at like 240, which is like outside the range of a normal person, right? Celiac people will have like a range in like 1,000 because their body's going like haywire over it. And the whole issue with me being at like outside that range at 240 is that like I didn't have gluten for like 2 weeks before then. So like they should be like way lower, because the whole purpose of that protein is like to fight off gluten, and if I'm not eating gluten, I should have like very, very little in there. So more than likely I have celiac disease, but the testing for celiac disease is like there's 2 things they can do. They can go inside of you after you eat a bunch of gluten and cut a piece of your intestine out and test it in a lab, or you sit there and eat gluten consistently for 6 weeks straight, and then they test your blood levels before and afterwards. Both those involve eating a lot of gluten, which I know for a fact makes me sick at this point. So like, why poison myself to get like a official diagnosis? Like when like I know already that it makes me sick. So it's fun. Honestly, I thought like gluten allergy would be like the death of me, but like it's not that bad. Corn, on the other hand, there's a lot of things that have corn in it. Corn syrup, all that stuff, so. Like hell, I'm drinking a drink right now, because I'm, tomorrow will be my last day with any sort of corn. And dairy, for that matter. But yeah, they wanted to do a blood test beforehand, and I'll compare it to a blood test in 2 weeks. It's been a journey, man. I can't remember. I'm probably like missing runs, but I don't care. The thing I was going to miss most about giving up corn is popcorn, because it's like my go-to snack. And because it's like, you know, it's cheap for one. You can buy like a box of it for like $5. It's got like 12 bags in it, or whatever. You put it in like the microwave for like a couple minutes and it's done. It's like really easy to make. And it's not the worst thing for you. It's got like a lot of salt in it, but I don't have like any salt issues. But they make these like popcorn or chips that I've been like eating like a lot of. That they're made of corn and they have like cinnamon sugar on them. So I was like, my go-to snacks, man, my sweet snack and my normal like semi like healthy snack. I both can't have anymore. But then I found these. They're called Siete churro chips. And they make them with like some like weird plant like over in like Asia, and they're really tasty. So they also make chips, like potato chip type deals. So I think we'll be fine. And it's not like I drink like pop or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about the corn syrup. But yeah. My favorite thing with all this is years and years back. I had a GI that like literally told me more or less to get over it. And I'm like, dude, this isn't a get over it situation. But he was like basically like, oh, you know, bowel movements like over time, you know, they aren't as healthy as like they are when you're a kid. And I'm just like, dude, come on, man. It's not a bowel movement, like I'm like worried about. It's fucking like nausea and like being clammy and sweating and you know, like I was so pissed at that dude. So pissed. Oh, then on top of it, I went to like the new one, the new GI, and got a little checkup that most people get like when they're much older than me, because I had stomach issues and family history of colon cancer, and they found like a polyp that the old GI missed. It's like, long story short, they can like test like the age of them, and like they basically don't become cancer until like 7 years. Like that's like the time frame of you getting a polyp and it being cancerous is 7 years. So like a lot of people, like when they're really bad, they'll test them every 2 years in case they miss a polyp. Because like these people that are like really bad, you know, they have like dozens of these things. They have to cut them out and everything. So yeah, it's fun times. On positive news, like I feel like the healthiest and like I would weigh the least amount that I've weighed since as long as I can possibly remember. So I definitely feel like this is like the last like little hurdle of me being like 100% healthy, which is like really weird because I read this study like where people used to believe that your physical peak was 25. Like if you like go back like 30 years, that's what people believe. But now scientists now believe it got pushed back like a lot later, and they say like mid to late 30s / early 40s. And like I'm just like, there's no fucking way that's like your physical peak. Like I was like a beast in high school, you know. Like I was like sitting there like leg pressing like 250 pounds like without like an issue. Like I could probably still leg press 250 pounds, but I definitely would struggle a lot more. Yeah, I was like running like 5 miles like twice a week. Just I was definitely like a lot more physically fit, but I was also like in wrestling and football, you know. But I don't know. I'm starting to believe it again. Plus, like, I watched like a lot of those like I don't know what they're called exactly, like documentaries on like endurance running, like the Berkeley marathons or just 1 mile. Um, and like a lot of people in those, like they're like older than you expect them to be. Like, don't get me wrong, they have young guys in there, but it's not all young guys. I think I forgot to mark that last one again. But yeah, if Kite May shows up, I'll probably go back to PSU for a while. But I told Kite May I'd play PSU. Oh my god, speaking of stomach issues, so I was watching this thing yesterday. This guy broke the record for the fastest time to eat 100 Carolina Reaper nuggets. If you don't know anything about Carolina Reaper, it was like the hottest pepper up until like, I think it was like last year when it got dethroned by like it's like Scorpio X or something like that. This dude eats 100 of them. And the whole time I'm just like when I'm watching, I'm just like, dude, this guy's gonna fucking like have like the worst stomach pains ever. Cause like, I don't know. I erroneously thought that the mouth was like thicker than like the intestines, but no, it's actually the other way around. Eating spicy food is actually really good for your intestines. I didn't know this, so I like looked it up. It also like makes me laugh because I have a like zero spice tolerance, so I'm like, I wonder if I would eat more spice if I'd have, you know, better stomach, but I don't know. I kind of wish I had like one of those like little hand clicker things. I think that'd be like an easier way of keeping track of my runs. When they're quick like this anyways. And honestly, if I put that over there, I could stop having to move it all the time. Free up space on my screen so I can read chat still and everything. Only thing I don't know too, and I should like ask like in the Discord about this, but I don't know if like all creatures can PDU, because I feel like I should have gotten PD'd by now from Del Saber. I'm not saying like I want to get PD'd, I'm just saying like it's surprising it hasn't happened yet, because I thought it was like a 1 in 375 chance of it from a tool weapon, and if I've killed like 2,500 of them, I don't know like what the percent chance a tool can drop. But a lot of these rare drops, like, you're gonna get PD'd before you actually get the drop, you know? That does make sense, though. Like, even, like, on V3. Because I only got PD'd once by, like, an invisible guard. Or was it twice? I can't remember. It's, like, weird watching people play Aphenia, and then, like, they get, like, happy about getting a PD. And, like, just, like, the difference it is, because, like, a PD to me is, like, worthless, you know? I can't use it for anything. But them, you know, they can sit there and, like, trade in for items or whatever. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they can use it for, but they actually get excited over PDs. You know, maybe I'll just do like 100 runs and call it like a day. Like, just do that like every day, 100 runs. until I get it. Well, 100 runs on days I can do 100 runs on every day. I have the time for that. The other cool thing is, you know, we'll level from doing this, technically. Probably close to that 100 runs mark, but we always do it till I level. Then we can, like, go pipe or something. But there's still, like, I think, like, what, 3 mobs that we need to pipe? I feel like the spawn for the thing is like a pulse spawn too, because like I feel like I'm like different positions every time for like how in order to activate like the first wave. It's like sometimes I can like run directly towards this and I'll trigger. Other times like I have to like run to the right. Damn it. Of course. We're almost at 4.5 million experience. If you don't know anything about the significance of that number, that's the experience required to go from 199 to 200. Oh, we're obliterating weird swordsmen. We'll be doing it for quite some time, if I had to be guessing. Probably gonna do, I was saying this earlier, but I'll probably end up doing like 500 and like 100 runs. You too? I thought I was the only one with the fucked up work schedule. I get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. That's my weekend. Sometimes I have to work Wednesday, sometimes I have to work Friday, but Thursday's always my day off. wouldn't mind like working nights. The only thing I kind of hate about like working like nights like at all is just like the fucking headlights, man, on cars. Just my eyes are so like light sensitive. Like I feel like I should be like wearing sunglasses at night. And then, like, yeah, I don't mind having weekends off either, except for disc golf tournaments. It kind of sucks. But if disc golf tournaments like, weren't on the weekends, I would kind of prefer to work weekends. Now that I'm older. The only thing that sucks is like everyone assumes that you have weekends off. All your friends do. Because like with like their office jobs, they have weekends off. They'll be like, oh, let's go see a movie this weekend. Be like, well, unless you're going to do that at like fucking 8 p.m., I can't. And even at 8 p.m., I don't want to do that because I want to go to bed. True. I hate not being able to go to Meyer at 3 in the morning. Deal with all the drunk people. I mean, think about the positives of that, though, you know? Your positive is, you know, cook at home. But yeah, or go to sleep, I guess. Although that whole, eating before bed thing has been, like, thoroughly debunked, like, over and over. You can eat before bed. It does not matter, if you're curious. The only thing that matters is, like, one, that if you have, like, an esophageal disease, or whatever you want to call it, syndrome, that you might have, like, acid reflux because you're, like, laying down. And two, a lot of people, when they eat before bed, they're eating a surplus meal. So, like, they're going over their daily caloric limit, whereas, like, that's not the whole, you know, that's different than just changing your meals to be later. But yeah. It sucks to go to bed hungry. Some people have, like, real issue with it. I think we have a couple of places in Columbus still. Like, I know, like, Waffle House is, but it's like Waffle House, TJ's, which is like a shittier Waffle House. Imagine that one. And then, like, Buckeye Donuts. And that's, like, all I know of. Eleanor, please help me. Eleanor, please. And then, like, we have, like Mikey's like late night slice. That opens like 4 a.m. or some shit like that. And then we have Insomnia Cookies, which I think they're open to like 3 a.m. Buckeye Donuts was great though. It's not just a donut place if you're curious. They also have like Philly cheesesteaks and stuff like that. That's honestly like the thing. Like, I want to like visit like New York City and like experience that like nightlife so bad. I don't know. I've also like started going like to the grocery store like a different time of the day because like I've noticed the people there. I like they're like more like my age and like more cuties, you know. So possible, you know, meet someone situation. If I go there like a couple hours before close, as opposed to going there like right before close. You go there right before close, you get some fucking weirdos, man. North Market's nice. They have they had a Pokemon convention like not too long ago downtown. Is that what we're talking about? Or what was that? There's like an anime convention. I can't think of the name of it though. When I say Pokemon convention, I think it was like a trading card game tournament. But they had like other stuff there for like people who don't trading card game. It's really cool. I went there the one day. I keep joking about COVID, man, but fuck COVID, you know. I had it like 4 times now, and it just sucks. People don't fucking treat it like it's still deadly anymore. You get in like they're like, oh, okay, like you're off work for 24 hours or 48 hours, and come back in, and then I don't know. My work was stupid about it. Last time I had it, my doctor's like, you have like half the symptoms of the new variant, and you're definitely sick, and more than likely have a viral infection. You should definitely not go to work. but like my COVID test came back negative. They're like, that's not the end all be all. They have like a lot of false negatives. So he tells me like not to go to work. So I tell I relay this information to work, and they're like, well, we can't like excuse you because you don't have a positive COVID test. I'm like, you have like a licensed professional saying that false negatives are a thing. And also a licensed professional saying that I have multiple symptoms of COVID, and I clearly have a viral infection of some sort, and I should not be at work. And then, yeah, just people, and then like their whole policy was that like, because I was off for COVID reasons, even though like it wasn't excused, I had to like wear a mask for like 7 days, which I have like zero issues with. But like a lot of people were giving me like flack for it. I'm like, literally, it's company policy for me to be wearing this. Dude, I wish I got into cosplay. Like, I still think that'd be like super fun. The one time we were joking about going to, it was like some smaller convention like in Michigan, and it was like 3 dudes and 1 girl. Like, we were all friends, and we all talk about I can't think of the term for it. Crossplaying, like where you're like the opposite gender bending, whatever you call it. But we're gonna be the Powerpuff Girls, and then she was gonna be the professor or Mojo Jojo. She couldn't figure out which. So then, like, the whole thing got canceled. So how's it going, King Wanda? But that was like the only time I've gotten close to cosplaying, and then like I wasn't even close because it was like 6 months out still, and just I didn't even try to put together anything. And then like I see like cosplays like all the time of like, I don't know, like World of Warcraft ones, like where they're like Arthas or like Varian, and I'm just like, that's so cool looking. "25 runs." Colossal Con. Yeah, that's a little bit of ways than Columbus, but that's not too far away. It's annoying. I keep getting like advertisements like on Spotify and everything for season passes to uh, Cedar Point. And it's like, bro, fucking Cedar Point is still like a 2-hour drive for me. I'm not gonna get a season pass for it. I haven't gone to Cedar Point in like, what, 5 years now? Man, I keep getting like worried like when quitting out that like I'll quit out too early and like a box will be sitting there. What? Bootleg Kalahari. I don't know. I don't know what Kalahari is. Kalahari Desert, I guess maybe. That is a. Does not surprise me, man. Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. I've seen that. I didn't know it was that bad, but I've never been there or anything. But I've had friends talk about going there before. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I've never heard of Maui Sands, but I've definitely heard of that Kalahari now. It's funny because like a lot of times like when like I see like longer messages like that, like I'll briefly read them first, like just like spot like a few like keywords. And for whatever reason, like I read that as like calamari, so I thought you were talking about like getting food poisoned. And it's like that doesn't surprise me, man. Fucking people don't understand, man. Like you get like outside of, like the four cities in Columbus, you know, the three C's in Toledo. And Columbus kind of turns, or Ohio turns like rural really quickly. Like when I say like rural, I mean like fucking southern rural. Like it, it's fucking rough. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Trying to eat calamari in fucking Sandusky, Ohio, and getting sick from it. But then was like, oh okay. But then I read the whole thing. Yeah, it's like it's weird like when people like realize that like Ohio's like a red state because like if you don't know anything like Columbus like where I live was like literally like leading like the nation for like LGBTQ like safety and like living for like the longest time. I think they're like number two now. But anyways, so people like think like, you know, about that. Um and then they're like, wait, what? Why is it a red state? It's like because like the second you go outside of Columbus or Cincinnati or Cleveland or Toledo, it gets really fucking rural really quickly. Fun fact: Columbus was the had the first lesbian bar. I think they call it a dyke bar, but well, back then they called it a dyke bar. But I always thought that term was offensive. I don't know if it is or not, but it just sounds offensive. I don't know how many runs it's going to take, but I'm probably just going to do this until I level up. I'm going to go pipe something. Which I think I'm done with episode 1 piping, so it'll probably be an episode 2 pipe. Which is like an even, like, worse pipe. FYI. Even if I get the drop, I'm going to do this till I level up. I love this run so much. And if you want to do the math, it's like 463 experience per run on average. That's how many runs I have left until I level. I'm completely out of my corn snacks and dairy snacks, other than I have a pizza in the freezer. I've ate a lot of food the past couple days. Bum, bum, bum. 28862. Let's do the math on that. Oops. Clear. 28862 divided by 463 means we need to do 63 more runs. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but close enough. Actually, 63 would put us at 95, which would put our total runs at 200. So if you're like an OCD person, might make you a little bit happier. At the same time, our Seek My Master runs is sitting at 63, so that would probably annoy you. Nope, sorry. Stupid phones, man. Texting and steering. $31. I'm just gonna pick up these items to fill up my inventory so I can shoot like when there's an item under me. Dude. Ryan, 2-man. When I timed it, I was at like, it was almost 3 minutes. But I think I'm closer to like to 2:15 now, if I had to guess. I've tidied up a little, strats. I need to get like one of those like hand clickers so I can stop manually tallying. What does Dom Darrell drop? Oh, okay. Yeah, when I was doing the math, like the timing, it was like slightly under 3 minutes for the first room. Like that's a full cycle. You know, sitting in Pioneer 2 versus like the sitting in Pioneer 2 again. When I was doing a full run, it was like 6.5 minutes. And it's just like, it's over double the time for 4 more. It's not really worth it. The only nice thing about like doing a full run though is like there's only like one room I really hate, and that's like you have to get like these like switches. I don't know, it annoys me. The third wave has, I think it's 2. It's just that like there's like 6 rooms or 7 rooms between like the first wave and like the third wave. It's like the third wave has 2, and then there's 2 more, quote unquote, after the quest is done. So there's like 9 total, but it's just they're on both ends, front loaded and back loaded. It does kind of suck with the like dealing with all these like loading screens and then the spamming the A button. And for the longest time, I was like sitting there spamming it, like even there, and I talked to like Montague on accident. Should slow me down. Then a few times in this room, I'd like literally just like try to like run straight like this, and like it wouldn't ever trigger. But the thing is, like doing this, it's not a big deal on this wave, but this wave, you won't hit that far right one. So it's actually better to go out like at an angle. I've never had that dude jump at me before, that's weird. The only thing that sucks about going at an angle towards like the pillar is that like sometimes you get stuck between like those four Dominions and the Del Saber, and they'll sit there and just attack you constantly and surround you, and you have to like wait for Eleanor to do something. I do think, oh my gosh. I actually do need water. After this run, I'll get some water. It's because I've been eating so much garbage the past couple of days. My fucking throat is coarse. Like I said, hopefully by this time next week, though, like I'll be 100% healthy from no dairy, no corn. You just stole my kill. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes. I just realized I don't have a Alright, I'm back. I have water. We're good. We're good to do 62 more runs. I actually just thought of something. I'm just gonna... PS... Oops. I updated the stream title with my new commands. I changed that point redemption, by the way. It used to be drink water, not coffee, but I'm done with coffee. Cutting back on caffeine. I don't want it in the house. Because I'll drink it if it's in the house. Have not had a caffeine withdrawal headache yet. I'm waiting for it. I honestly don't feel very tired yet, either. For, like, the amount of caffeine like I'm not having anymore, but whatever. To be honest, I drank like half this water already. I needed it. Needed it. And when you need something, that's an adult responsibility. My old guildmaster used to say that all the time in World of Warcraft. Stole my kill again, Eleanor. You know, theoretically, I don't have plans until like 9-ish. Could just do fucking like 1,000, not 1,000, like 250 runs today. I'd be bummed out though, doing 250 runs and it didn't drop. At least like doing like 100 runs, like my expectations are like a lot lower. Like I'll get it eventually, you know, but that's technically the other thing that would like speed this up. Is it my my Rafoi is like 15. I don't know if like a level 20 Rafoi like would one shot mobs, but if we could like one shot those dudes, like that would speed it up so much. It's like it'd probably honestly be like 10 seconds per run. Ish. Maybe less. I don't know the damage coefficients for spells. I know because it's like mind-based part of it. I don't think level does much. It's like more like range and everything. I don't know, maybe I'll do a Ultimate Ruins run. I don't know if there's anywhere I can go to farm like level 20 Rafoi. That's the thing. How's it going, Goneril? Hope your hunts are going well. I say that. I did get a rare yesterday, TP Revival. Which isn't the greatest, but... You know, actually, what I'm pretty positive what I'm gonna do is just do that. See the heart. Oh my god! Do you guys know who Baby No Money is? BBNO dollar sign. Um, he's like this like Gen Z rapper like that's like popping off. And I was like watching this like short on YouTube about him, and he's like talking about the amount of money that he made from edamame. And I was just like, holy shit, dude! The guy basically made like $3 million in a week off one song. I am HIM Gen Z MNN. I never knew like people like it's crazy because like the whole Spotify thing, you know, like a lot of artists complain about that, and like Taylor Swift complaining about the money that she makes on Spotify is fucking stupid. Like after like thinking about that, like you're talking about like a number one song for a week, you're making $3 million, and you're complaining about the amount of money you're making. It just seems detached, you know. I like Taylor Swift's voice. I don't like her music though. All the remixes I've heard of hers, I've liked. All the actual songs in her album, kind of hit or miss. Joey Fantano was talking about how she pushes like the whole like feminism thing like as like a business tactic. I don't know much about it, but basically what he was saying was that like there's she wasn't like in danger, but she might have perceived herself to be in danger of like losing her number one spot because she's like at number one for like 7 weeks straight or some shit. So she like released like a UK edition of her album that included like a couple special bonus tracks to boost sales, so she would stay at number one. And then like on top of that, like a couple weeks later, there was two girls like in the top 10, and then of course like she releases like a new single, like a different version of the single. And it's just like it's kind of weird. Man, I remember Joey Fontano on... I think it's technically All Gas, No Brakes back then, but the Andrew Callahan show. And like, he was like... Don't get me wrong, he was popular back then, but then he fucking blew up massively. It's kind of crazy, like, to think of, like... I can't think of, like, any other, like, music reviewers off the top of my head other than Joey Fontano, and... It's probably like a testament of just how popular he is. Come on, Delsaber, be nice. It's always you. It's always the middle Delsaber, just being mean to me. I'm ruining my life. Man, the worst thing about like longer hair is like I go to put my headphones in, like earbuds in, I should say, and then like just like pushes my hair into my ears and freaking itches like mad. It's not even that like long yet. Does like Eleanor like purposely spawn in like later, or is that just like a loading limitation thing? They can only like load one character at a time. Like, big reveal, Eleanor's gonna be joining you. Really, it's gotta be like a big reveal moment. I'm gonna try it next time. I'm just gonna like wait and see if she spawns in. We're below 20,000 experience. Yeah, it's just a time thing. You can tell like the important NPCs from like the non-important NPCs because like the non-important ones don't have section IDs. Like if you ever look at those guards before the portal, no section ID. D1 runs. I still find it crazy that I got the invisible guard before I got this one. Technically, the invisible guard's supposed to take a worse drop rate. Ugh. What the? Damn it. I accidentally clicked the wrong quest again. That's like, I think twice today. I was talking to my nephew at his thing in school as he finds it too easy. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's all good. You still want to play some PSU, or...? Well, we can play some PSU then. I'll switch over right now. Ba -ba. Oops, not Infinia. I'm just gonna put this in chat so I can grab it later. Day 3.2, part 2, I should say. Level 30. I can't remember what level I am.